You guys are intimidating. To my knowledge, we are the very first direct-to-consumer membership-style patient advocacy product, specifically geared towards the under 65 individual and small group market. So we're looking for a $50,000 investment for 10% of the company.
Who all's in on this?
Joe Krivlow.
He's a partner. He's an actual business partner.
He's an actual business partner.
I love Joe, by the way. Joe's really impressive. He's got a health insurance agency, does like, I don't know, 100 million plus a year.
Yeah, he's big time.
Yeah.
So then why do you need money?
That's a good question.
It's more, Joe.
So you came here specifically looking for digital marketing. So you came here specifically for Cody.
Well,
if you have the right infrastructure, the marketing is almost part of the infrastructure. You know what I mean? That's kind of how that works. So why don't we do this?
My name is Cody Askins. I own and operate multiple seven-figure businesses, and this is Agency Investors.
So we're looking for a $50,000 investment for 10% of the company.
The stakes are high and the opportunities are even higher. 5 titans of the insurance industry are here to make or break the dreams of ambitious agents.
Oh. Tell me you talked to your partner before you came about specific.
I'm out. Thank you anyway.
Meet Brandon Todd, a risk-taking visionary who revolutionized the insurance industry. Edward Pritchett, a master of networking and recruitment. Cassidy Arabelli, a strategic genius with a proven record of empire building. And Dr. Billy Williams, an analytical mastermind renowned for his ability to identify potential where others see none.
This is the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
Ooh, my nerves are still just kind of.
Here at Agency Investors, these giants of the game don't just invest in companies, they invest in people.
So you don't need any money?
Oh, no, I got, yeah, I do.
Can I stop you?
Go ahead.
Dude, I love you, Will, but you're driving me nuts.
I'm sorry, let me shut up.
They're on the lookout for the next big thing in insurance. Their time is valuable, and they're ready to invest.
We want to invest. We've got the funds, we've got the resources.
The goal of this is to help you in some way.
I'm ride or die with
I will
this.
give you $1 for 100% of your business, but you can't come with it.
Our entrepreneurs today must impress them, not just with their ideas, but with their drive, their passion, and their willingness to push the limits. This is Agency Investors.
Drew Ellison, Tampa, Florida, co-founder and president of MediShield Healthcare Advocates. Done everything from being a top producer to a top recruiter to a call center manager to ultimately founding my own agency, selling one, starting another, and this is the newest venture. And I feel like this is the direction of healthcare. It's much needed. Very nervous right now and very hot. Intimidating.
What is up, Drew? Let's go.
Yes, you
bro.
are very intimidating.
You guys are intimidating. I'm Drew Ellison, president and co-founder of MediShield Healthcare Advocates. I've been in the under 65 individual health space since 2005. Weathered the Obamacare storm, and healthcare is one thing that's for sure when it comes to healthcare, it's ever changing, always. With the trends that are going on today, and the different types of policies that are hitting the market, the different types of networks that are being, offered with the different types of policies, what's going on in the provider world and what we're seeing, they're electing to eliminate insurance altogether. So it's very apparent that people need a quarterback to help them be guided through. So one thing I've always prided myself on is being from a top producer to a top recruiter to an agency owner. I was always very prideful of being the expert and selling ourselves as such. And we've decided to take it to the next level now. I always wanted to have a product, and the industry needs another AME product like we need another pandemic, to be honest with you. And I did pitch various products to the players that could get it done, but I didn't have anything original. So at again, seeing the different trends that were going on in healthcare, I thought it was a good opportunity to develop something that wasn't even an insurance product, but a service product. And healthcare advocacy, patient advocacy is nothing new to the industry, but the typical patient advocacy firm would go to the carrier or the large self-funded group, right? Get a couple of bucks per month per member, advocate for their members. To my knowledge, we are the very first direct-to-consumer membership-style patient advocacy product, which again is specifically geared towards the under 65 individual and small group market. We are looking for a strategic partner that could help us with a network, and we can get that product out there. But most importantly, the distribution model that I've started with is what I've always known, right? put the product in agents' hands and have them, be the button men on the street and sell it. Since incorporating in August of last year, we've had over 200 writing agents, 240 to be exact. We've got over 3,000 members currently, 3,000 lives that we advocate for. We are at 175% growth year over year currently. We're looking to develop that one ad that will get the consumer to purchase directly, right? Because with non-insurance products, I got to be careful with the lingo, right? It's not commission, it's a referral fee. So we do, again, I adopted the model of insurance. That's my background, that's my deal. So we do pay a referral fee to agents. We've recently bumped the price. It's 2023, right? Inflation is is part of the deal now. So our margins are going up, right? The goal is to get that digital player, really get our digital game tight. So we're looking for a $50,000 investment for 10% of the company. And like I said, it's not even a year new, so it's very, very young. We're in the infant stages, and we're collecting members, we're collecting healthcare data. I mean, the opportunity for new products down the road, the opportunity for provider networks, it's only going to be more attractive, right, as our membership base grows.
Let's just say I have a HDP, right, high deductible plan. Tell me about your product. Walk me through that.
So in your situation, let's just use an MRI for an example, right? The cheapest MRI in your network and where you may get a referral to could be $2,000, and you're on the hook for that. It's all subject to your deductible. You should never pay more than $300 for an MRI. People don't know that. At the end of the day, what we're trying to educate the consumer on is to shop for healthcare prior to getting the care done, right?
So do you call the carriers? Do you fight for their bills to be reduced? What do you provide?
That's another revenue stream that we just opened up is bill negotiation. So that's one of the services that we do offer. But again, if we can educate the consumer on the upfront to shop for the provider and shop for the care, the bill negotiation piece will never get there.
Okay, I have a few questions I think will answer a lot of some of the other ones. What's the cost of this membership advocation?
$10.99 for an individual.
$10.99
per month. $17.99 for a couple, and $23.99 for a family of 3 or more.
And you have 3,000 members since the beginning of this year?
Actually,
August of last year.
August of last year is when we incorporated. However, this started as another revenue stream to my agency.
Okay. So
we've been selling this since early 21, so a couple of years now.
Okay, and then what's your operation cost to keep this going?
With the commissions, the referral fees, we're running about dead even. So it's about $15,000, $16,000 a month. The majority of that is comp being paid out to the agents. The reason we set that up was just to get some distribution going.
So how are you going to break that cycle?
Going digital, going direct to the consumer. That's the goal.
So what you're looking for is really market. The reason why this is interesting to me, my daughter tore her ACL, and we were going to put it through our insurance. It was $2,700. One of my friends who's a doctor said, Billy, you should just go down to MRI Direct or whoever the hell he was, go down yourself and see what the cash price is. I went down and the cash price was $395.
Everybody has a story like that, and that's becoming more and more common in our industry.
How many people do you have in that back office helping the members with the advocacy? I mean, how big is that, and how much are you having to spend, like, of this $15,000 to $16,000
Good question. So right now we're about 2,300 members per advocate. So I've got one stud full-time advocate, and I've got a couple part-time that we're looking to bring up. With the money, I would like to bring in some labor, right, so we can grow. I've been hesitant on scaling because I don't want to not provide the type of service that we...
Because you have to fulfill all this yourself? It's not that you're like a reseller of another call center or something?
No, it's ours.
Got it.
Right now, are you geographically isolated, or?
We can go nationwide, but we do have our hot spots. So we're hot in the Midwest and the Southeast,
Why is
Texas. That's where our
Where
distribution
you have an
is.
agent?
Yeah.
Where you have an
One of
agent?
my partners is actually speaking at SWAT. Maybe you guys know him, Joe Krivlow.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so you said partner. Does that mean if I put an offer on the table, you got to go talk to somebody?
No, I make the decision.
Let's go.
He answered that
We
question.
all love you so much
Who
more
all's
now.
in on this?
Joe Krivlow,
He's a partner. He's an actual business partner.
he's an actual
I
business
love
partner.
Joe, by the way. Joe's really impressive. He's got a health insurance agency. Does like, I don't know, 100 million plus a year in
Yeah,
premium.
he's big time.
Yeah,
So then why do you need money?
that's a good question.
It's more what Joe's strengths are not what his strengths are, right? When it comes to that digital, like I talked about, that digital marketing, Joe and I are still trying to figure that out. Sad to say, but we need to get online.
Where do you want to go? What's our goal? What's our projections?
I want to go to 50,000 lives in the next 24 months, and again, that will open up so many doors, because when you have 50,000 members, providers want to work with you, right? Now we can get a piece of that $395. We'll get a 7% fee for every member we send. We have doctors that we're talking to now that want to do teledoc for our members, right? There's a lot of revenue streams that can come from this, and at the end of the day, we're collecting the most valuable data. It's healthcare data.
Let's talk about ownership some more. So Joe, yourself, and
My
who else?
longtime business partner, Joe Moranto. There's 4 of us total. And then Danny Mack, who is the president of PRAM, which is a prescription drug company out of California.
Okay, and then how many? What percentage does everyone own?
30 for myself, my partner Joe, my other partner Joe, and then 10 for Danny.
And so you're coming here asking for how much?
50 grand for 10%.
So who's 10%?
It'll be spread across the board.
Across all 4?
Yeah.
What's the maximum you'd be willing to give up?
What's the maximum I'd be willing to? What's the maximum you'd be willing to throw up?
I got to keep you interested. Yes.
Why did you start this?
I'm a healthcare expert, man. And I had to do, like I said, I always wanted a product. When guys in my spot get a product, like Krivlow gets a product, he's got an exclusive. He's not collecting the premium, right? He's got an exclusive with a carrier. This is a product that it's not an insurance product, it's a service product, but I collect the premium, right? I control it all. So it was very attractive to me.
What did you do before insurance?
I ran gyms in Chicago.
So you came here specifically looking for digital marketing. So you came here specifically for Cody.
Well, I mean, I assume you guys have some.
So you're where I was in 2002. I started senior care benefits at the time, now known as Prescription Lifeline. We've helped people get over $1 billion of prescription drugs. We focused on, I'm not in it anymore. My family's still involved though. We help people with patient assistance programs. Which is way more involved, and we were just crazy. Like, we'll do everything it takes to case manage you, make sure you get your drugs on an ongoing basis forever.
Exactly.
That business right now, it needs some new life. It needs some new blood in it. It's kind of stuck in this old model, and it's doing okay. I think there'd be something interesting with you guys young and hungry and having a product that doesn't take as much as fulfillment. I see some big synergies there. There's also the infrastructure, the digital marketing, call center, the entire thing is there. But what it needs is some people with a new vision, a little hungry, and want to go out and do bigger things rather than what it is. And again, I'm not involved in it anymore. But to put you with something like that and to be a part of something you're doing, at least on an advisory level, very much interests me, because this is the biggest need our world has right now. The big has brought everything together, and they're making decisions on high that leaves us all with just a big complicated mess. So your heart to come in and look the patient in the eye and say, look, I'm going to help you, I'm going to fight and advocate for you. That's what our world needs. So
the first thing I tell everybody, healthcare is a mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess. There's no health insurance plan out there that's perfect. They all suck.
But the insurance companies, it's real easy. It's automated through them, and they can sit in the islands and watch the cash flow.
Are you full-time on this?
I do have an agency, but I've got leaders in place.
What kind of agency?
Healthcare, health insurance, individual health insurance.
All right, so let me. You want 50,000 for 10%. Do you want to get in on this?
Yes.
You want to go 25-25?
For 10%?
Cody, you're gonna be quiet.
I'm gonna wait.
Or, you guys let me know.
if I can do what I want to do here, I mean, we give some money as a ceremonial thing, but we could help all the problems you're going to have kind of be already solved.
Yeah.
And I could provide a turnkey opportunity to piggyback what you have on it, on something that's already existing. But it would be contingent on being able to get a deal through my family's company now. So that's why I asked how much you'd be willing to give up. If we could add that kind of value to you, would you be willing to give up 50%?
That you need to talk to your business partners
Yeah,
on.
that I mean, 50% seems a little steep, I would think, but you know, again, with some cash and maybe an employment contract, you know, we could figure it out, you know.
How many members are you guys adding on a monthly basis now?
3,000.
Well, it's 3,000 total members, but how many are you adding per month right now?
We're at about 1,500 year to date.
All right, 5 months. So you've added
Our big push is open enrollment.
300 or so.
300 per month. Open enrollment. That makes sense.
What's your revenue
Right now we're on track to do 236 grand.
for the year?
So the 80 G's,
Well, how much are you doing in revenue a month?
18 grand.
How many actual open
1,700
monthly?
1,700 members paying.
Got
Accounts.
it.
Let's say accounts.
1,700 members. Okay, that's what we're looking for.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, I like the product. I like what it does, and it's definitely needed. The thing that troubles me, you already have 4 partners right now. I have done a lot of multifamily properties where I'm one of 5 GPs, and it gets complicated. So for that reason, on this one, I'm out, but definitely wish you the best.
Appreciate you, man.
Also, how much are you paying to the in referral fee? Did we say that?
55% currently. That's down to 25% for new agencies and agents moving forward.
And as he goes digital, it'll be
0.
right. Which is why he came to talk to you, Cody.
Got it.
I was just gonna say, this is a little bit out of my wheelhouse. I love the product, and I will definitely become a member
So you're in.
and I can definitely refer a ton, but for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, my marketing brain is moving. Yes, I have not sold a product direct to consumer unless it was to my audience or through a sales rep. Right? I have 17 in-house sales reps.
But it's a service.
It is a service. It is a service. Yeah. I mean, I'm understanding it now. Like I didn't even know this. I didn't know any company like this on the planet existed.
First one of its kind, again, direct to consumers for the under 65.
What gave you the idea to do this?
I was doing it already.
Any good trusted advisor is going to know, hey, here are your ins that you need to know. It's like those tips and tricks. He just debundled it and said, I'm gonna use the tips and tricks as a standalone product. I'm in, it's just a matter of us sitting down and making sure that regulatory wise, because that's a big issue for me, that we've looked at that, we gotta have an attorney look at stuff, we gotta, if everything works out.
You need me in there, because
Regulatory
You would need me in
and the
that.
current offer.
Yeah, I'm not, the money part doesn't even bother me. The digital part, I've got kids who can, yeah, they can do that. I've got a marketing team that can really push that part. So that part, that's what you came for. So that part I'm not concerned about at all. Figuring out, I mean, hell, throw up some PPCs and some other stuff, and you know, I mean, it's not rocket science when it comes to this stuff. But I just feel like the product is needed, and I feel like that you need to be there to help with the infrastructure while I'm playing golf.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Then I get the majority. I'll tell you what. This is not out of my wheelhouse, and it's not stuff we haven't built off, and it's not something we couldn't just make an instant impact just by piggybacking into something else. But that gets me back in business in a place I don't want to be with other people again. So, but I believe in the cause.
Buy the whole thing right now.
I believe in the cause. Then he's not motivated.
Well, I'll need a job too. So I got, if I can sell it to you, I still got to work it.
What would you sell the whole thing for?
$500,000.
That's it?
I'm bringing in $250,000 a year right now. I mean, I think it's a high evaluation. I was telling Krivlo, I said, well, we got to value it at something.
So Cody, you really don't feel like this is in your wheelhouse?
I don't know. I like the concept. I thought you were doing 42 grand a month. That was because I thought you had 3,000 people paying an average of 14 a month. And then I got really excited. I'm like, okay, I see something here. Now I still do, but like I'm worried about that. Some of their concerns, regulatory, a bunch of decision makers. Like I'll worry about those things too. I don't need to be another lawsuit. You know, like that happens enough as it is for stupid stuff.
I think what you have here is a good idea, a few good connections, you know, and some good people involved. You know, some good people with a good idea. You don't have a business yet, not one that's scalable. I think you would be a good merger partner with where y'all are for my brother's company. I think that's where you go. That's what I would be interested in. If someone wants to get in on that somehow, I'm interested in that. Because what they need is some new blood with varying backgrounds. They're kind of stuck in their niche. What I'd try to do is negotiate a deal with you guys. Negotiate a deal with you guys to merge. I think that would be your best fit. If all people are willing and get everyone to the table, that's what I think the best thing for everyone would be.
Okay, multiple partners don't bother me. I have 100-something of them, so multiple partnerships don't bother me. But I do like the fact that you're saying the infrastructure, because that's what you need, to be honest. You need infrastructure. Because if you have the right infrastructure, the marketing is almost part of the infrastructure. You know what I mean? That's kind of how that works. So why don't we do this? I'm not going to present a formal offer. I'd like to see you guys talk, see if anything comes to that, and I'll either get in on that, or you and I will work out something between us. But I want to be a part of this either way.
I'm open to the same idea. I don't know if that makes sense for anybody else, but I'm open to the same idea.
I'm gonna say I can't do a deal today, so I'm in. I'm out today, but I'm in. And I'm gonna talk to people because I need to get you. You like that?
I like
I'm
that.
in. I'm out, but I'm in. But I'll have some talks and find you because it looks like the perfect fit to me. So
Cool.
Well, we're gonna do a deal either way.
Beautiful. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna be on board with you, however this goes.
Appreciate it.
I just need to see how everything plays out. But I'm ride or die with this because I believe in it.
Whoa!
And I feel like I need
can't
it.
say that yet, so that's strong.
Thank you.
I'm ride or die either way.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Network that could come with a strategic partnership like this is invaluable. And everything's going digital, right? Or it has gone digital already. And we definitely could use some expertise in that arena. I'm excited. I'm excited because it sounds like, you know, they've got some expertise clearly in some things that I wasn't even thinking about, and I think that Brandon's really, I mean, this is his arena, you know, so what he was saying all made sense, and it sounds like a good opportunity to piggyback exactly what he's doing. Sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit. You gotta think big.
this is what's good about America. This is what's good about our system and all that. Someone out there helping people on the ground with a mess and saying, you know what, I'm going to be the answer.
That's why I say I'm ride or die with this. I've seen this. I know as a veteran, I've seen this. As a parent, I've seen this. I know that there needs to be something out there. Now, is this the vehicle to deliver it? Is this going to be it? I don't know. But it's the first one I've heard that starts the process. That's why I'm saying I'm ride or die.